Ryan, why don't you pull up Amazon's margins real quick?
Well, yeah, I'd have more of a grin on my face than Stephen Hawking on Epstein's Island.
I'm off as a smug cock when you said that.
Wow, fiscal philosophy, you're not very smart at all. You screw up, cash flow kings. Dissector, you are an idiot.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to start laughing out every time I hear that.
That intro can't be beat.
It can't be. Hello, everybody. It is Sunday. It's 12 o'clock Eastern. And Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern is the second best place to be every weekend. Of course, second to being the best place, which is, of course, the Saturday night stream, 8 p.m. Eastern, Cash Flow Kings Live. We recently had the coach on last night. It was one of our most entertaining discussions ever. We discussed the Yield Max drama that's going on right now, what the funds actually are, and unraveling the dark truths behind it. But Fiscal, what could a lot of other people be doing at Sunday at 12 o'clock right now?
They're recovering, possibly from going to a rave and drop an X. You know, they might be rolling. Or, hey, maybe they're just sleeping in like little pillow princesses.
Or you could even say this about them.
Shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
Because that's what they are. If you sleep in, that's kind of what you are. But if you wake up early, you wake up past, or, before 12 o'clock Eastern, you can catch the weekly recap where we share our buys, sells, dividends, and so much more. And earnings for the week. Who doesn't love earnings? So, Fiscal, start off this week as per usual. Was it an eventful week for you?
I mean, I made a few moves, did a few things.
Moves
a
like
mill
Jagger.
here, a mill there, as Tony Montana would say. So I got a little bit of interest from, from my Schwab account because they pay interest on the cash.
That's income right now. That's income.
Yeah. Speaking of income, I sold a few call options. A $15 call option on Key I got a little over $35 for that. That's free money, basically, right?
That is free money. That is sending the message. We are changing life.
Options premiums, free money, guys. You heard it here first.
Yep.
Okay. And I sold 2 covered calls on my Walgreens stock. One for the $21 strike for $108.
Oh.
And another one at the $22 strike for $77. They have different expiration dates. But basically, on my Walgreens stock that has been kind of languishing for a while in this price range, I collected, like $185 in options premium.
You could buy like 3 drinks at Starbucks with that.
I know, right? But basically, like if Walgreens were to suddenly run up way past $21 or $22, I could lose these shares. But I figure I'm pretty close to wanting to let Walgreens go anyway, and I might as well collect this money rather than just sell it now at today's price.
Yeah.
So either way, I would get however much it recovers up to this amount plus the premiums. But basically, I prefer to do it this way instead of just clicking sell at today's price and getting less money. So, and if it just kind of stays like this, I can do this again as many times as I want until it goes up.
One can say it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's kind of a win-win for me because I am, sort of ready to, potentially let Walgreens go. I might try to hold on to the shares if I can, but they got to do something for me.
You got to learn to move on, boys. You got to learn to move on.
Anyways, so yeah, I'm willing to risk letting them go to collect some cash today.
Cash flow is king.
Cash flow is king indeed. And that's what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen. I got $6 for my shares of PSEC. That's a monthly dividend I get. And I think this is the biggest thing that I did. I bought another 200 shares of Grab stock. Hong Kong.
Joe Biden's favorite stock.
Yeah. You gotta do this by the punani, according to Donald Trump. I guess both candidates agree that Grab is good.
Indeed.
It's one thing that it's like, regardless of your political ideations, you agree Grab is good.
Yep, Grab is good, and that's why we're buying Grab.
Exactly. So, basically, I did some more light reading on the stock. I basically So other than the component that's similar to Uber, where they do rideshare, food delivery, and that kind of thing, apparently there's like a whole financial side of the app, which, because I don't live in the countries that where it's located, I wasn't really aware of like the financial parts of it, because why would I use those when I just visit those areas, right? But I basically found out from what I was reading, it seems like it's similar to like Uber and SoFi in like one app, basically. Or you might say it's more like PayPal than SoFi. I guess it really depends like how you slice and dice like what they offer, but to me it seems more similar to SoFi, so that's why I'm saying that. So I think that means that there's a lot more potential in it than what I even thought to begin with. And I decided I need to keep adding more while it's cheap.
We love Grab here on the channel. All right, for me, it was a pretty short and simple week. And by short and simple, I mean one share of Starbucks at $90.84. Now, I have been potentially hinting here, everybody. With that Starbucks money that I'm investing, I could have bought probably like maybe a drink or two at Starbucks max. But we invested into one whole share of the company. I'm saying this, I think Starbucks, every day that goes by, I'm at the more undervalued I think it is. You see a lot of other people buying it right now. My cost per share is about where it's at right now, unfortunately, but I think that's actually a good thing. So we are, Starbucks week, the lower it goes, I will be pounding, let's just say. All right, on to earnings for this week. And there was only one stock from last week that really, did anything wild for me at least. And that was Nike. Unfortunately, went down about 7%. So, we will be buying the dip likely. But fiscal, any earnings this week that you will be paying attention to?
Well, let's see here. Ooh,
GameStop. I know that's the
I
first
know,
one
I
that
know.
comes out to mind.
GameStop. That's clearly going to be the mother of all squeezes again.
Yep.
Okay, so Carnival Cruise Lines, that one might be interesting.
Yeah, that definitely popped out to me. Rumble.
Yeah. Though last time I looked at Rumble, their financials looked like absolute dog turds. Cintas. I've known a bunch of people that worked there, and they are one of those companies that kind of makes the world work in like the background and nobody notices.
Yeah.
They provide like uniforms and things like that, and other things to like just businesses. So they're a business that serves businesses.
That's interesting.
But like they provide like the essentials that they use on like a regular basis. So yeah, that's kind of an interesting one.
I see McCormick.
Oh,
McCormick
yeah.
could be interesting. It could be kind of like one of those Campbell soup plays. You know what I mean? Like it could be an indicator of how the economy is doing, low key.
Yeah, and it could be one of those that does pretty well even in bad conditions, like Campbell's does.
Yeah.
Like I mean, in bad economic times, what do people do less? Probably go out to eat. What do they do more? What they cook? What do you need when you're cooking? Your spices. Where are you gonna buy it? Who you get? Spice. You're gonna get it from McCormick.
Yep. And if you don't, you're weird. I don't see any other companies. Unfortunately, earnings have kind of slowed down recently, guys. So we're kind of Playboy. Oh my God, Playboy reports. I didn't know that was a public company.
I had no idea they were publicly traded.
I gotta look this up now. I gotta see if it's like an actual.
Yeah, look it up for the articles, man.
Yeah, I wonder. See, I'd be worried about like illegal streaming. Yeah, they peaked in 2021 and they are currently down 97%. So they're about kind of on an MPW arc so far. They've been public
could
since
be
2020.
value, bro.
That's interesting. Yeah, invest in the ladies as ladies of the night, you could say. All right, you guys already know about the plug.
By the way,
the merch. Give us the money.
About ladies of the night, they are they're what we call negative cash flow.
Indeed, definitely something that we like to avoid, but if we do have a little bit of time on our hands, we will definitely indulge at a limit, kind of like Tattooed Chef. All right. Thank you all for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe, do dividend stocks, drugs, and catch our streams every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And always remember, cash flow is king. Oh, yeah.